we are getting started right about on time here. Hey, this is Ralph with another X Space. Who is excited to be learning something new? I have always prided myself in being open minded to trying new ways of doing things and learning new skills. And the other day, I decided to take a dive into learning how to convert your X Space or any audio, if you got like an audio podcast or something like that, how to convert any X Space or audio podcast into a video that you can then upload to YouTube or Rumble or anywhere you like to upload videos to. And what got me thinking about this is on X Spaces. This can be kind of a difficult place to grow. If you're just starting out doing X Spaces and doing them on a regular basis, it takes time to grow your audience. Unless you're already connected to a large community and you've got a lot of other people in other communities supporting you, then you can start off with a pretty good audience. But if you're starting out from scratch, it seems like you're talking to yourself for what seems to be like the longest time. I know the first few spaces I have done, I would have people kind of popping in once in a while, sticking around for a while, listening. Other times I'd have a person popping in and then popping right back out. Guess they weren't too impressed with what they were hearing. And then I've had other times where it's just me and the microphone and just me talking into the ether. So I thought, what can you do to make spaces a little bit more rewarding until you build up your audience? And then I started thinking, if you could take an audio from spaces and convert them into a video and then share them to other places where you already have an audience built up, places like YouTube or Odyssey or any other platform, then that would make it a lot more worthwhile. It would seem like it was a lot more worthwhile to be doing your spaces on a regular basis and be using it to promote yourself across other social media platforms while you are building up your platform here on X, while you're building up your audience here on X. So I sat down and had a little talk with Grok. And I told him about all my problems. And just a little talk with Grok made me whole. But I asked Grok, how can I do that? Is there a way that I can download my X Space and upload it as a video? And Grok pretty much talked me through pretty much the entire process. And I've done this a few times now. So what I'm going to do throughout the rest of this space is to just lead you through step by step how I download my spaces from X and then how I upload them to Canva and then turn them into a video that is then ready to be shared to YouTube or anywhere else fine videos are uploaded to and viewed. So, first of all, you need to figure out how to download your X Space to your computer so you can upload it back to Canva. Now, Grok recommended using a few tools. These are third-party tools that actually work pretty darn good, and they're free. The one that I'm getting good results with is a tool that you can find online called circleboom.com. And just download your space that you want to convert into a video. And of course, to do that, first of all, you have to find the download link, right? Not the download link. What you need to find is the share link. So the first step actually is to go to your space that you want to convert into a video, click on it, and then when it pops up to let you listen to the space, what I do is I pause it, and then I go to the share icon. And when you click the share icon, it'll give you three options. One, share in a post, the other, share in a direct message, and then the last one is the one that you want, and that is copy link. Click that copy link option, and that will give you the URL for that particular space. And then once you've got that URL copied, once you got that link copied, go ahead and go over to circleboom.com and then paste that in to the section where it says, where you want to be plugging in your URL for the X space that you want to download. And then plug that in and then click the download button. And usually this takes a few minutes. For longer spaces, it may take up to 30 minutes, but usually this works pretty well. But when it's ready to download, it will give you the option to go ahead and save it to your computer, download it to your computer. And then after you've gone through those steps, you have the audio file from your X space saved to your computer using Circle Boom. But you're not ready to upload it to Canva yet, because what I noticed is that the file that you download from Circle Boom is in AAC media. And I tried uploading the AAC document up to Canva as is, and Canva gave me a warning saying, sorry, that format is unsupported. We can't do that. So then you have to go through another step, and that is converting your audio file from AAC to MP3, which works great with Canva. So the tool that I use to convert from AAC to MP3 is something called Cloud Convert. And it's another free tool. You can find it online, cloudconvert.com. And what you want to do then is just go ahead, open that up, upload the AAC file to Cloud Convert, and then check all the right options. Tell them you want to convert from AAC to MP3, and then click Convert, and then give that a few minutes. Usually takes, like, in my experience, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the length of the podcast or the space that you want to convert to video. And then when it's ready to be downloaded back to your computer, go ahead and click on the download option, and you'll get that file in MP3 format downloaded to your computer. Now, that's really the hardest technical stuff that I had to figure out doing this, and Grok walked me through a lot of that process. So if you got any questions, Grok can be a great source of information here. But now, once you've got the MP3 of your X space saved to your computer, then you want to go ahead and go to Canva. And I believe that this can be done whether you are a pro member of Canva or a free, a free account on Canva. I'm a pro account because I use Canva for a lot, but I think you can do this with a free account as well. But what you want to do, well, what I do, what works for me, is I will open up Canva, and then I will click on the option to create a YouTube thumbnail. And then that will open up the just a blank template is what I use. You can use other templates too, but that will open up the option to create a YouTube thumbnail. And then from there, you want to first upload your audio in MP3 format to Canva. And again, this will take a few more minutes. Usually it doesn't take that long, but if it's a long space, like if you got something that's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long, it may take a little while. The spaces I've been working with right now, really only been about a half hour to 45 minutes, and they go pretty fast usually. But once you get your MP3 audio uploaded to Canva, then go ahead. The next step that I take is I go ahead and I create my thumbnail that I want to use for that particular video. And I keep this super simple. There are a lot of people that want to create like slideshows with a lot of different slides and then plug in the audio to that slideshow presentation. They'll work with the timing to get it all synchronized. I like doing it super simple. I use one thumbnail, one picture, and then that's it. One picture for the entire video. And so what I'll do is I'll create a thumbnail that has on it all the important information. Like for my tarot space that I did this morning, was talking about the Magician card. So I went ahead and took a really good sharp photo of the Magician tarot card, and then I put that in up in the template as part of my YouTube thumbnail that I wanted to work with, and then played with the color and then added some text and made sure the text, I had the title that I was running with for that particular video and other pertinent information I wanted to have the people see while they were listening to the video, namely my website address where they can find us online and order services or products or things like that. But, depending on what you're trying to do with your video and what you were talking about in your space, design your thumbnail accordingly. And then once you've got your thumbnail designed, ready to go to your satisfaction, then go ahead and click over into the upload sections where you've uploaded your audio in MP3 format. Go over to audio and then click on the audio that you want to use. And then the way it works for me is that audio will automatically appear under that first picture, that first thumbnail that you've created. And then what you have to do, and this can take a little bit of trial and error, I know it did for me in the beginning, but you want to set the duration of that one picture to the same duration as your audio. It's not automatic on Canva. So what I do is I click on, once I've got my thumbnail there, once I've got the audio file already there underneath the thumbnail, I'll then click on the option of setting the duration. It's called duration. It'll be underneath the audio file, and then go up above, and usually it'll show you the option of 5 seconds per frame. Now you can click on that and you can change it from 5 seconds to 30 minutes. You have to be careful, though, to use the right format. This took me a little while to kind of figure out. But what you want to do, if it's like one of my videos was like 26 minutes and 58 seconds, and I wanted the picture to be shown for exactly that length of time. So the format you want to use to do that is, click on the duration, click on edit duration, and then when you get that box that shows that it's being shown for 5 seconds, go ahead and delete the 5 seconds and then add in the number 26 for 26 minutes, and then colon, and then 26 minutes, colon, and then for 58 seconds, just add 58, and then click on that, and it should give you the duration for that slide as being exactly 26 minutes and 58 seconds. And if that works, then you are ready to go. What I like to do to make sure that everything is done to my satisfaction is I'll go ahead and play it on Canva to make sure the timing is right, to make sure that I don't have dead space anywhere in the presentation. And if I do, I can go back and edit that out. And to make sure that everything's gone well, I had one video 2 days ago. I didn't realize what was causing it until later, but it was a 26-minute audio that would only give me 6 minutes and 58 seconds of audio. And I was thinking, what the heck? What am I doing wrong? Well, after a couple of hours, I finally figured out I was dealing with a corrupted audio file. And once I took it back to Cloud Convert and ran it through the Cloud Convert system and got it reconverted to MP3, it worked fine. But I mean, these are the little things that you can, little problems that you'll have when you first start doing it. But usually, I mean, this system that I'm describing works pretty good. But 2 days ago, when I was just learning, I was having a lot of frustration. But, stick it out and learn how to do it. And then it gets so much easier. Like I converted one space this morning that I did, my tarot space, talking about the magician card in tarot. Converted it over to video, took me like 20 minutes from start to finish. And I mean, that was just super cool. In 20 minutes, I was able to take a space that I'd already done and convert it to a video that I can now share to any video platform I desire. And I mean, it's a neat way to take old content and repurpose it, reuse it across other platforms. Heck, you can even put that video on Twitter if you want to, or X, and I still want to call it Twitter once in a while. But yeah, you can take that video and use it anywhere. So if you're wanting to do X Spaces, but you're feeling like you're spending a lot of time talking to yourself, not getting very many listeners, well, first of all, make sure that you're recording each episode. That way people can find it if they can find it. Finding spaces on X is a chore. I tried finding one the other day and so far been unsuccessful, which is another reason why it's good to take your X spaces and convert them to video and share them to a platform that has a superior search engine for video, like YouTube. I love X, but when it comes to videos and spaces, it seems like X is still a work in progress. But yeah, if you want to build a bigger audience for your X spaces, then converting to video and then sharing it across other social media platforms is a really good way to help you feel more of a sense of accomplishment and also bringing your material to a wider audience, because it can take some time for your spaces to get noticed on X. And you need to do a lot of time talking to people and inviting them to your spaces. And, a lot of people will say, thanks, but I'm busy. And, it just takes time and patience to build it up. But another way that you can use your X spaces, and this is another trick where converting it to video really is a brilliant move, is that a lot of people are shy about showing their face on YouTube. And taking your X space, which is audio, and converting it to a video gives you a pretty easy method of creating faceless YouTube videos. And those things can be quite popular. You just have to do a little bit of time, making sure that you're uploading quality audio content, with information that other people might find interesting, exciting, valuable, things like that. And then take some time to create a really good thumbnail for your video. Since if you use my method, the whole video is going to be one thumbnail. And then create yourself a faceless YouTube video using that technique. And if you want to carry it to the next level, this is something I have not tried doing yet, but I think I will try doing it with this space, is instead of using just one frame, create multiple frames and then sync the audio in with the different frames. But I mean, yeah, that gives you the ability to actually turn your X Space into a video and just share it out across a much, much wider audience. So that's about all I got for today. What I'm going to do, I've got another video that I made using the format that I've just described, and I'm going to go ahead and find that on YouTube and then share that in the comment section down below on this space. But yeah, for me, I'm finding this to be a great way that you can really take your content that you're creating by means of X Spaces here on X and just repurpose the heck out of those things and share them anywhere you want to share them and put them where they can be found more easily than here on X only. So, we got any questions, any comments? I see we've got a listener. That's great. I'm still in my learning phase here, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, looks like no questions. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. So yeah, if you got in kind of late, the recording will be here. Go ahead and listen to that recording from start to finish. And I will take this space and convert it into a video and be sharing that on my X page too. Now, tomorrow I will not be doing an X space. What I'll be doing is spending a little bit of time in other projects, but I'll be doing my next X space on affiliate marketing and social media marketing. Be doing that on Tuesday at 11 a.m. And then I'll be doing my tarot space pretty much every morning, every weekday morning at 8. And then on weekends, I'll be doing that at high noon Central. So be doing that. Got a couple of different spaces that we're building up. And so, yeah, have a great day. We'll see you then. This is Ralph signing out. How do I turn this thing off? I see the button right here. Have a great one, folks. Bye-bye.